Every year, Princess Cruises quietly places up to $250 in spendable onboard credit on the account of any veteran or active duty guest who books a cabin, and most of them never check the one box that unlocks it. That is not the only credit sitting there, waiting. There are 9 more of these tucked behind the booking page, untouched, every single day, and most travelers sail right past them without ever knowing they existed. If you are 55 or older, and you have ever booked a cruise online without picking up the phone or asking a single follow-up question first, you have almost certainly left real money on the table. After years spent tracking exactly how cruise lines structure their fares, their loyalty tiers, and their quiet ask to unlock pricing, the pattern becomes obvious once you know where to look. Stay with this one, because by the time we reach number 8, you will understand why a fare that already looked like a good deal can still be hiding hundreds more. Let us get into it. Before I begin, I want to say something personal. Most people watching this are planning a cruise for themselves, or for someone they love. Maybe it's a retirement trip. Maybe it's an anniversary. Maybe it's the trip you've been saving for years. I made this channel for exactly that person, because nobody should spend their dream vacation dealing with problems that could have been prevented. If that's why you're here, hit subscribe right now. Because every single week, I put out information that protects your money, your health, and your experience on that ship, and I would hate for you to miss it before your sailing date. Most veterans booking a cruise online never see the box that unlocks their onboard credit, and that is by design, not by accident. Holland America places $100 of stateroom credit on the account of active, retired, and veteran military guests, while Princess offers up to $250, and Cunard matches that same figure depending on the length of your sailing. Celebrity adds up to $200. Master of Science gives a discount of 5 to 10% depending on your cabin category, and Norwegian knocks 10% off the fare itself for verified military guests and their spouses. None of this appears automatically on the checkout screen. The booking engine is built to sell you the fare in front of you, not the fare you qualify for, because every unclaimed credit is money the cruise line keeps without ever having to ask. That is not malice. It is simply a system that rewards silence and only pays out when someone speaks up. Picture a retired postal worker from Columbus, Ohio, booking a 7-night Caribbean sailing online without mentioning her late husband's Navy service, and quietly losing $250 she never knew was available. A phone call before final payment would have added it to her account in minutes. Here is what you do. Call the cruise line directly instead of booking through the app, and have your DD-214 or your ID.me verification ready before you dial. The exact words to say are, "I want to apply my military or veteran discount to this booking. Can you confirm what documentation you need from me right now?" But this next one hits closer to home than you think, because it is sitting in a wallet most of you already own. If you joined AARP anytime after your 50th birthday, you are sitting on a benefit most members never activate. Booking through the AARP Travel Center, powered by Expedia, can add up to $100 in onboard spending credit to select sailings, and AARP's travel partnerships extend to companies like Colette, Grand European Travel, and Holland America directly. The reason this stays quiet is simple. AARP negotiates these rates separately from the cruise line's own website, so the standard booking path never surfaces them, and the frontline reservation agent has no reason to mention a discount tied to a membership card they cannot see. That silence works in the cruise line's favor because most guests assume that if a discount existed, it would already be showing on the screen in front of them. Picture a retired accountant from Manchester, England, paying full published fare on a Mediterranean sailing simply because nobody asked whether she had an AARP membership number to apply. Routing the same booking through the AARP Travel Center instead could have added meaningful onboard credit for the exact same cabin. Here is what you do. Have your AARP membership number ready before you start browsing, and book through the AARP Travel Center page rather than the cruise line's own site. The exact words to say are, "I am an AARP member. Does this sailing qualify for the AARP Travel Center rate or onboard credit offer?" Now here is where most people get completely blindsided, because the discount they are missing is attached to their own history. Every cruise you have already taken is quietly building a number the cruise line hopes you forget about. Princess Cruises enrolls every guest automatically into its Captain's Circle program after just one sailing, starting at the Gold tier, which includes launch savings worth up to $100 per person and a reduced deposit requirement on future bookings. Reach Ruby after 3 cruises or 30 days at sea, and a dedicated help desk opens up for you. Reach Platinum after 5 cruises or 50 days, and you receive 10% off spa treatments and photo purchases, plus savings on internet packages. Reach Elite after 15 cruises or 150 days, and the perks shift to a complimentary minibar setup, laundry service, and shoe polishing included at no charge. The reason this stays buried is that loyalty tiers exist to reward repeat behavior quietly, not loudly, because a program that constantly reminds you what you are owed also reminds you how replaceable that loyalty actually is to the business. Picture a retired teacher from Tampa, Florida, who had sailed 4 times with the same line and never realized she had already crossed into Ruby, missing out on faster service and small savings she had technically earned. Here is what you do. Ask your reservation agent to look up your loyalty number and confirm your current tier before you finalize any new booking. The exact words to say are, "Can you check my loyalty tier and apply any tier-based savings or reduced deposit to this booking?" Quick pause here. If you are realizing how much of this you did not know before today, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it helps get this information in front of other people who need to see it before their next sailing. Now, the next 3 secrets are the ones that took the most convincing to get former insiders to talk about. Let us keep going. The fare that fits you best is almost never the fare sitting on the homepage when you search. Most major lines, including Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian, run a senior rate for guests 55 and older. But that rate frequently does not appear on the main booking screen at all, and it is not automatically compared against the standard fare during checkout. You typically need to confirm your age with a government-issued ID at the pier, and in many cases the only way to surface the rate is to compare several sail dates side by side or call and ask directly, because the senior rate is treated as a separate promotional code rather than a standing published price. Alongside that, an organization called AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, offers an alternative membership path for travelers 50 and older, including no booking fees, a 5% discount on shore excursions, and ongoing price monitoring on partnered sailings with Carnival, Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean. The business logic behind both of these is the same. A rate that requires effort to find will only be claimed by the guest willing to make a phone call, which keeps the average paid fare higher across everyone else. Picture a retired electrician from Glasgow, Scotland, comparing 3 different departure dates for the same 7-night itinerary and finding the senior rate hiding on the middle date, worth $210 less than the one he had almost booked. Compare that to a neighbor booking the very same cabin category without asking, paying the full unrestricted rate for no added benefit at all. Here is what you do. Before you book, call and ask whether a senior fare applies to your specific sail date, and separately ask whether an AMAC partnered rate exists for that same sailing. The exact words to say are, "Can you compare the senior fare and any AMAC partner rate against the standard fare for this exact sail date and cabin category?" What comes next is the one that former insiders told me they were most uncomfortable sharing. 2 numbers exist for nearly identical offers, and cruise lines are counting on you never placing them side by side. MSC's Senior Club promo advertises 10% off, but the qualifying age is 65, a full decade higher than the 55 threshold used by most competing lines, which means travelers who assume the standard cutoff applies can miss it entirely while thinking they already checked. Layered on top of that is timing itself. Wave season, running from January through March, is when cruise lines release their heaviest promotional pricing to fill cabins for the year ahead, and because most itineraries are released 12 to 18 months before departure, the earliest booking window inside that release period tends to carry the lowest base fare of the entire sales cycle. The business reason behind both is inventory management. Cruise lines would rather sell a cabin early at a slightly reduced rate than risk sailing with it empty, so the deepest discounts are deliberately front-loaded into a narrow window most casual browsers never think to target. Picture a retired nurse from Leeds, England, checking MSC's website in June, assuming she qualified at 59, and never seeing the senior club rate because she was 6 years under the real threshold and no pop-up ever explained why. Compare that to a couple booking the identical Mediterranean itinerary during wave season the following January, locking in a base fare $400 lower per cabin simply by targeting the release window instead of browsing at random. Here is what you do. Confirm the exact qualifying age for any senior branded promo before assuming it applies to you, and mark your calendar to check pricing again every January through March regardless of when you plan to sail. The exact words to say are, what is the minimum qualifying age for this senior promotion, and is there a wave season rate that beats it? Think that is bad? Wait until you hear what comes next, because this is the part that touches every fare you have ever paid. The most valuable secret in cruising has nothing to do with a single discount and everything to do with how fares move after you have already paid. Royal Caribbean's best price guarantee allows you to request a match to a lower publicly available fare any time before final payment, converting the difference into a lower balance rather than cashback. Carnival's early saver rate goes further, returning 110% of any price difference as onboard credit if you catch the drop within 48 hours of booking, meaning you can end up ahead of where you started. Celebrity issues 100% non-refundable onboard credit for a price drop found within that same 48-hour window, and remarkably, that protection can still apply even after your final payment date has already passed. None of these guarantees activate on their own. Every one of them requires you, specifically, to notice the drop and submit a claim, because the cruise line system has no incentive to alert you to money it would otherwise keep. Layered underneath that is a second trap. A lower fare found later frequently excludes the onboard credit, prepaid gratuities, or beverage package that were bundled into your original, slightly higher fare, so chasing the lowest number on the screen can quietly cost you value instead of saving it. And underneath that sits a third and final piece: senior fares, AARP rates, military credit, and past guest perks rarely combine automatically, which means the only way to know what actually stacks together is to ask a reservation agent to check each one against your specific booking, one at a time, out loud. Picture a retired firefighter from Marseille, France, who caught a $200 price drop on his own within the 48-hour window, called immediately, and walked away with $220 in onboard credit instead of watching a stranger claim it through inaction. Compare that to a fellow passenger in the exact same cabin category who never checked the fare again after booking and sailed having paid full price for no additional benefit. Here is what you do. Set a calendar reminder to check your fare weekly until final payment. Ask specifically whether your current fare includes bundled perks before requesting any price match, and have the agent confirm every discount you qualify for individually rather than assuming the system applied them for you. The exact words to say are, please check this booking against today's public fare, confirm what perks are bundled into my current rate, and tell me every discount category I qualify for on this specific sailing. You now know 10 specific places where cruise lines quietly keep money that was always meant to be yours, and you know the exact words that unlock each one. That knowledge changes who you are at the booking counter, because you are no longer someone hoping for a good deal. You are someone who knows precisely which questions the system was never going to ask for you. There are two kinds of passengers boarding every ship: the ones who accept the first number on the screen, and the ones who ask 5 short questions and sail with hundreds more in their pocket for the exact same cabin. What you carry now is not complicated, but it is valuable, and very few people your age will ever take the time to learn it the way you just did. Next time, we are going deep into onboard account tricks, the exact charges that quietly stack onto your stateroom folio between embarkation day and disembarkation, and precisely how to catch every one of them before you are standing at guest services on the last night of your cruise. You just spent the last few minutes protecting the vacation you worked your whole life to take. That matters to me more than I can explain. This channel exists for one type of person: someone who refuses to let a dream trip turn into a nightmare because of things nobody told them. If that's you, subscribe now. Because next week I'm covering something that every cruise passenger needs to know before they ever book a single excursion, and it could save you hundreds of dollars. You've already invested this time. Don't let the next video be the one you wish you had seen. Subscribe, and I'll make sure you're always one step ahead, on every sailing, for the rest of your life.